So it's no surprise by now that one of my favorite, if not my favorite Dragon Ball Z character as far as Saiyans go, is Broly. And if this is a surprise, well damn, I guess my content's just that captivating that you didn't notice the logo and the watermark. I often get a lot of chirps or crap for this, so you know what? I wanted to put a vid out there that attempted to explain why Broly is actually a likable character to some fans who just don't seem to get it. And to show that Broly is more than just
What's the problem, Kakarot?
In the Dragon Ball community, the people are represented by three separate and equally important groups. The trolls who haunt the comment section, the verbally abused characters, and the YouTubers who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories. These are the Z-Files. Okay, so you know the basics about Broly, right? Saiyan, born beside Goku, who was sentenced to death along with Paragus because King Vegeta was a wuss, and he also survived Frieza's genocide and the destruction of planet Vegeta. But much like Janemba, you have to take it for what Broly does in addition to what he says. Let me explain. So the number one factor that I like about Broly is I find that Broly is the personification of Saiyan heritage. First off, he has the freaking legendary Super Saiyan transformation. I can only imagine what his Uzuru form looked like. Next up, based on the fact that it was just him and his father, where did he learn to fight? Did Paragus take the time to train young Broly through the finest of martial arts lessons he could give him, after which the two were able to laugh and kick back a beer and have some cookies? Yo, of course not. Paragus was terrified as and as such, Broly's fighting style is highly likely to be nurtured by instinct for battle alone. You can clearly see this in his movies. There is no finesse, just wreckage. And you want to know who has a similar fighting style, albeit some more tactics behind them? That's right, Broly haters, your boy Bardock. Bruh, Broly was out there grabbing dudes by their faces, punching Goku like a speed bag, and literally paralyzed Vegeta with fear. Other than Frieza the odd time, who else did that? This dude beat the crap out of everybody. So if you like Saiyans and what makes up their character, including their definition as a warrior race and their lust for battle, don't tell me that Broly doesn't embody just that, or doesn't need to be narrated by a character in order for it to count as development. So everyone's first go-to when they're trying to trash Broly is, oh, you just like a character who wants to kill Goku because he cried. And to that I have one thing to say. Bruh, have you heard the other things coming out of this man's mouth?
Green bug has come to get squashed and do what needs to be done. You expect from a true freak, your own complete and utter waste of Saiyan blood. That's another word for coffin.
Need I say more here? In addition, Broly wrecked the South Galaxy well before he knew Goku was alive or even still existed. You gonna tell me that Broly has no character, or was it just a lack of writing?
Did you ever stop to think that the whole reason for the Kakarot thing is maybe Broly has some sort of PTSD? I mean, he was a baby, and the only thing he could remember from back then is the planet blowing up and Goku crying. So maybe, as a baby, he thought that Goku's crying was the cause of planet Vegeta blowing up. And also to the point that I know he's an adult now, but remember, when you change into a Super Saiyan, it triggers a lot of anger, rage, and darker emotions, as stated by Goku himself when he first transformed. And maybe the legendary Super Saiyan transformation just takes this to a whole nother height.
Now, while I can't speak for everybody, for me personally, one thing that made Broly stand out that much more and memorable was his soundtracks in his movies. If I could play the songs here without getting a copyright strike, I would, but go and rewatch those fight scenes from Broly's first and second movies. Those movies featured some of the most fitting musical choices I've ever heard in Dragon Ball Z, and were the stuff AMV creators dreamed about replicating every time they put a Linkin Park song onto a DBZ clip. I mean, as a relatable example, can you honestly say that even though there are storytelling elements of Dragon Ball Z that far outshine Super, that Bruce Falconer's scores didn't take Dragon Ball Z to a whole nother level as a show? So there's always going to be that big split in the fandom regarding Broly, and those individuals who just say he's based on. But in closing, let me just leave you with this. Let's take Marvel for example. Carnage is another insanely popular villain, but what's the story behind him? He's a serial killer who pushed his grandma down the flights of stairs in his house as a kid, and was in the right place at the right time when the Venom symbiote gave birth. That's it. But he's popular because he can beat the crap out of everybody, and he looks cool doing it. Same with MCU's Hulk. Compared to the comics, you do not get as much backstory for Banner or the Hulk, yet people love him because he's a huge dude who wrecks crap. Anyways guys, something a little bit different, not really necessarily about big art, but I wanted to leave you guys with my perception on Broly's character and why he's the channel's mascot here. Thanks for watching guys, I hope the best of your todays are the worst of your tomorrows. Peace.